A very good evening all. I'm Aditi Lam and you are watching the Tuesday night edition of Vision of Asia, our daily South Asian news segment. Much has happened across the nation over this past weekend of Labor Day. We hope you all enjoyed the long weekend and participated in numerous festivities and events, gathering the South Asian community together as well. We have tonight an interesting lineup of stories bringing forth attention on South Asian artists, including Bollywood actor Gulshan Grover, along with many happenings on integrating the community more. But before beginning the show, lots happened over this past weekend, some travesties that we would like to take a moment for. First, our prayers and condolences go out for the entire state of Texas, who yet again faced another mass shooting. During this long weekend, a rampage which killed 7 people, and in addition to those killed, 25 others were injured in the rampage, which occurred between the West Texas cities of Midland and Odessa. Those who were killed ranged from 15 to 57 years old. According to the FBI, said Arthur, the 36-year-old gunman who killed 7 people in West Texas shooting rampage, was already in a distressed mental state when he showed up to work and was fired just hours before the massacre began. Truly a devastating news, and we send our prayers again to the entire state of Texas. Also sending our wishes and support for the Bahamas, which this past long weekend has been battered by Hurricane Dorian with winds and flood waters leaving homes destroyed. It hit northern Bahamas as one of the strongest Atlantic hurricanes on record and has pummeled the islands with unrelenting rain and wind. It's expected to dangerously come close to Florida's east coast late tonight and into Wednesday, also impacting the coast of Georgia. As we continue to bring some more updates, we reach out to all to email us on events@itvgold.com for all rescue as well as evacuation information that we may share with our viewers. Truly hoping here for everyone's well-being. Let's now begin tonight's episode of Vision of Asia South Asian News segment, starting with the headlines. ITV Gold exclusive featuring Bollywood actor Gulshan Grover on Biography, Bad Man in New York City. SVAJAN organizes Business and Investment Seminar 2019 in Iselin, New Jersey. Minority Reportz presents Desi Goals comedy show featuring Mona Shaikh in New York. This and much more right after a short break. Stay with us in Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community. We'll be right back. Welcome back. I'm Aditi Lama and this is Vision of Asia South Asian News segment, the Tuesday night edition. Beginning the show tonight, let's take a look at our exclusive ITV Gold segment featuring Bollywood's most revered villain and one of industry's most versatile actor, Mr. Gulshan Grover. Having done over 400 movies, the actor, producer and entrepreneur has been popularly named and referred to as the Bad Man of Bollywood, pertaining to the many successful movies he has been the antagonist for, along with numerous projects internationally. Recently, Mr. Gulshan Grover and the Federation of Indian Associations Tri-State held a book launch in New York City for the great actor's biography titled Bad Man, co-written by Rashmila Bhattacharya. The heartfelt biography details Gulshan Grover's life's journey, the ups and downs, his film's failures, successes, his comments on the industry, about balancing Bollywood with his international projects, and how he has always stayed relevant. The actor spoke to us at the book launch of Bad Man, relating much of himself to Indian Americans and also providing us key insights and some guidance for the South Asian youth today, and more on the book's content. Let's take a look at our exclusive conversation with Gulshan Grover.
I'm also very happy that FIA and my dear friend Bipin Patel, who was the past president of FIA, chose to launch this book today. And it's called Bad Man, and it's a biography, written by me and Rashmila Bhattacharya.
And just talking about the amazing book. First of all, the cover is fantastic, everybody. Take a look at it. He has one of your best profiles here. I think it's your Is that your favorite profile?
Well,
I think
yeah.
so.
And also at the back is not only a nice picture, there's few words by my friend, my dear, dear friend, my sister Tina Ambani. Tina is my very first co-star in film Rocky, my very first film, and Tina has kindly written some wonderful words which are at the back of the book and also in the book. And of course, my favorite director Mahesh Bhatt Saab has written the foreword of the book. Yes.
You know, sir, I have to ask you, while you were talking about the book, you said that this book is supposed to truly inspire the young generation. You know, and when you talked about the fact that there is a lot of competition now, all of us, when you were talking about that aspect, I could totally relate that there's so much competition. How do you then find that in you to stay strong and committed? That's going to be my question for you.
I keep saying to all the elders who keep taking out faults in the younger generations, I say to them, you are incorrect. When you were being raised, when you were younger, the world was kinder. The competition wasn't so fierce. You know, the resources, what's needed, the talent that is needed, the readiness that is needed wasn't so much, So therefore, today's generation has it far more tougher. Anybody who takes out fault in today's generation, I think that person is incorrect, that person's opinion is dated. Because, there's so many people perfectly ready for the same job, for the same opportunity. People have such opportunities, people have such resources, and people at work, at the job, it could be anything, don't have the patience to teach you, whereas all of us learned when we were younger at the job. So people were kind to us, our superiors were kind to us, people gave us opportunity when all these wonderful people, when they came to America, United States of America, there were others who immediately helped them, Not that the others don't help anymore, but the youngsters have a whole lot of problems. So this book would inspire young people, don't be scared, don't stop dreaming. Don't worry about the competition. Don't worry the other person has more resources. Don't worry if the other person has better smartphone, nicer home, bigger home, separate room, bed, table, this and the other, goes to France, Italy for holidays. Nothing.
How do you stay humble
hard work, your hard work, your dream, work hard and have faith in God and you will get it.
Could you briefly give me an insight into the process it has been for you writing this book? I know you had somebody help you write. Mahesh Bhatt has also written a foreword. The entire process must have been such a self-realization moment for you, right?
Like I speak from my heart, I also wrote from my heart. There's nothing that I'm hiding. There's nothing that I'm saying, that I don't believe in. Like, for example, you saw even in this function, when I said I respect my seniors, I wanted to wait for Rishi Kapoor, who very kindly, in spite of being unwell, came here to launch the book. And I said, he's stuck in traffic, I will definitely wait for him. So I wrote with passion, and I wrote what is true. That's all I say. And that is what is my entire persona, and that translates, and that's how others come forward to help me.
I know we're running a little low on time here, but my last question to you here would be, while we're here celebrating India on the Indian Independence Day, and we're celebrating this great book launch of yours, what's one message you'd like to give to the entire Indian American community watching you on your book, inspirations from your book, as well as just India?
About the Indian community in America, I always say they are the true ambassadors of India. They are spreading the fragrance of India, their wonderful deeds, their achievements, their success, their contribution to this wonderful nation where they live now is making us proud when we are back home. When they are doing these fantastic things, they represent India so well, they contribute and collaborate to the nation where they live, which is now their home, is something fantastic. And I appreciate and applaud the tremendous good work being done by Indians outside of, India, Indians living in America. Thank you very much to FIA, and thank you very much to all of you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. This is for you to read it.
Yay.
Thank you.
Let's now take a look at New Jersey. SVAJAN, Samas Vaishnav Jan of North America, a non-profit humanitarian organization, is dedicated to bringing together and creating awareness about the Vaishnav community of India, popularly greatly amongst the Gujarati population here. From cultural activities to educational events, SVAJAN has been engaging the younger generation of Vaishnavs throughout, while also presenting an array of social and interactive events to gather all members of the organization, pushing for a greater reach and understanding of traditional values. The organization also provides its members with all aspects as well as avenues to fully integrate into the society, especially through its interactive and networking sessions. Recently, SVAJAN held its 2019 Business and Investment Seminar, featuring much knowledge on topics such as preserving wealth, funding long-term care expenses, investments, and protecting unpredictable endeavors, with representatives from many financial and investment companies, including Stifel, Prudential, and MetLife. Let's take a look at what all from SVAJAN had to say.
We have more than 600 life members in the SVAJAN, and this is the 5th business seminar we are doing in a Diwan restaurant today. And thanks to Stifel for sponsoring this event, especially to Dan and Scott. We really appreciate. I really appreciate and thank you to Vision of Asia and ITV Gold for covering this event. Thank you so much.
Before we even talk about investing the numbers, we like to see the world through your eyes. We like to see what you're looking to accomplish. We are not a firm that's the stock pick of the day. We are someone where we actually do financial planning and estate planning. And when you come in times like this, with a lot of unpredictability and not knowing what's happening, you hear the word recession time and time and time again. It's a little nerve-wracking. So I encourage anyone in this room, if you need help, if you haven't looked at your portfolio, you don't understand the asset allocation, you want to be more conservative, but you don't know how to be more conservative, or you think you are, sit down with us, because the appointment is free and the advice could be priceless.
Certainly, thank you for doing a great job for the business seminar and giving us the knowledge about investments and other ideas. So we thank you for Don, Scott, and also President Nalin Bhai, our trustee Atul Bhai, for attending today's seminar. Great. Thank you and have a great evening.
If you've got a plan, stick to the plan. The markets are going to be volatile. That's what markets do. They fluctuate. They go up, they go down. We have to have a plan in place. We have to have something that we're working towards, goals in the future. And that's what Stifel's Wealth Planning Department is there to do. Help you put a plan in place to work towards your long-term goals and objectives. Not our goals and objectives. It's not what's important to us, it's what is important to you. You're the ones that have accumulated the assets. We'd like to work with you to put a plan in place.
SVAJAN is one of the organizations, is for the Vaishnav Vanik Samaj, and we are doing a great activity for all Vaishnav Vanik, and we welcome all the Vaishnav to become a part of the SVAJAN organizations. And we are requesting all Vaishnav Vanik to become part of our SVAJAN organizations. And we thank you for all your supports, and thank you for TV media.
I travel around the country on behalf of Stifel, and whenever I speak to attorneys, all the time ask me, can Stifel Trust handle special needs trust? I say, absolutely, we can handle them. In fact, we're very good at them. They're very close to our heart. Two of our senior managers at Stifel Trust Company go home at night to their own special needs beneficiaries at home. So we understand. Special needs beneficiaries typically qualify for government benefits such as Medicaid, SSI, things like that. The choice of a trustee is crucial here because trust can only pay for certain things then when they receive government benefits.
અને પહેલાં 7 વર્ષના પ્રમુખ તરીકે રહેલા સ્વજનની સ્થાપના ખાસ મેટ્રોપોલિયન માટે કરવામાં આવી હતી સ્પીડ ડેટ પ્રસંગે, જેથી કરીને દરેકને પોતપોતાનો મનપસંદ જીવનસાથી મેળવી શકે એટલા માટે. અને આ વખતે પણ 15 સપ્ટેમ્બરના રોજ સ્પીડ ડેટનો પ્રોગ્રામ દિવાન બેન્ક્વેટ હોલમાં યોજવામાં આવ્યો છે. તો દરેક લગ્ન વાંચક યુવક યુવતીઓને ખાસ વિનંતી કે તેમાં આવો અને આપના જીવનસાથીની પસંદગી કરો. જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ.
અને આ વર્ષની એની એક નેમ છે કે 1000 સભ્યો કરવાની છે. તેના માટે ખાસ સજનના લોકોને અમે અપીલ કરીએ છીએ કે 51 રૂપિયાનું એક મામૂલી કિંમતથી તમે સજનના અન્ય થઈ શકો એમ છો. તો તમારા ઓળખીતા પારખીતાઓ જે આપણા વૈષ્ણવો છે એમને ખાસ અપીલ છે અને એમને ખાસ ભલામણ કરજો. આ એક સારું કામ છે અને સ્વજન આગળ ને આગળ ધપી રહ્યું છે. આજે એની 700 ઉપરની મેમ્બરશિપ થઈ રહી છે, તો એની ખાસ વિનંતી છે. જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ.
I would like to thank you for media, Sudhir Bhai, and all other media who support the SVAJAN. And I'd like to give you some of the information. We have a Diwali dinner on October 5th. Please, whenever you have a chance, look into the SVAJAN website. And thank you very much for watching this show. Thank you.
SVAJAN does a lot of activities around the year. On September 15th, 2019, we have a speed dating program in a Diwan restaurant. That is a Sunday, September 15th. It is in the morning from 11 to 3 or 4 o'clock. So please, whoever wants to join into it, please send. Our website is www.svajan.org. So you can fill out online the forms and pay online. I really appreciate and thank you to Vision of Asia and ITV Gold for covering this event. Thank you so much.
Time for a short break right now. Do stay tuned on to Vision of Asia. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You are tuned into Vision of Asia, bringing you prime South Asian highlights from all across. Minority Reportz, a brainchild of popular South Asian comedian, LA-based Mona Shaikh, has been presenting many comedy showcases across the nation, highlighting minorities, especially South Asian female comedians, to bring forth to the stage a voice which represents the entire diaspora and all its popular as well as upcoming artists. A series titled Girls' Night Out is a successful edition presented by Minority Reportz and produced by Mona Shaikh, which celebrates some of the most diverse stand-up comedians, featuring some very relatable stories to all the South Asian Americans living here. Recently, on a theme of celebrating peace and love, Desi Girls' Night Out was presented in New York City, featuring some popular Indian as well as Pakistani female comedians, a sold-out show which saw New Yorkers come together for a great night of stand-up comedy. Joining Mona Shaikh were comedians Shazia Mirza, Ayana Duki, Carbon Naidu, and Nadia Iqbal. Let's take a look at Desi Girls' Night Out comedy show presented by Minority Report.
Well, we all hear, like you're hearing in the back, the amazing DJ Rekha is playing. I am Mona Shaikh. I'm a stand-up comedian and producer of Minority Report presents Desi Girls Independence Night Out. I'm very, very proud of the show. We are tonight celebrating India and Pakistan Independence Day together, ladies style, because who's bringing the peace to the world? It's the ladies.
We're actually celebrating India and Pakistan Independence Day together tonight. That's right. This is all about unity and love, and we have a brown friend here who's, creepily making videos of me. This is exactly the way I plan to catch a man, right here, just creeping up on me from behind, making videos. Those are the kind of men I'm looking on Shadi.com, you guys. Those are the kind of men. What's happening, guys? What's going on? You guys just came here as two dudes?
We are probably going to hit capacity today. The inside area is pretty much sold out already, and of course the amazing DJ Rekha is here, so people are gonna come out and do some Bollywood bhangra and dance, and we have a lot of people here who are absolutely super excited to see Desi Girls, all female Desi comedians perform and bring the house down.
Some Indian people in the audience, clap it for India. Clap it up, clap it up. Okay, yeah.
You don't have to be ashamed.
It's okay, I can understand the light clapter. I'm Indian. Zubi,
I'm Bangladeshi, so are any Bangladeshis in the audience? Okay. No, we stayed home because we were like, this is not our night.
Hi, my name is Pooja Reddy, and I am a comedian in New York City. Tonight, we are at Minority Reportz presents Desi Girls Night Out. This is a comedy show featuring really hilarious Indian women comedians in New York City. I host my own show called Kutti Gang, and we also feature South Asian comedians, queer, non-binary performers.
That I must inform you all that my mother has followed me on Instagram. So my mom has moved on from being mad that I have white male friends to being mad that my white male friends have not yet found a man suitable to marry me. Progress.
Hi, my name is Nadia Iqbal, and I'm a comedian performing tonight for Minority Reports.
So the thing is with online dating, you'll do this thing where you'll like get a guy's number and then you'll text each other and then they'll be like, hey, how are you? And you're like, I'm fine, how are you? Even though like I'm having an existential crisis, but whatever, we don't know each other yet. And then you just never talk to each other again. So on this one occasion, this guy randomly messaged me asking me to read his blog posts and give feedback. And I was like, you know what, I'll bite because one, I hate myself, and two, I like being mad. So this guy's blog post was having standards, or like, yes, having standards will help you control your emotional attachments. No one in the history of the world has ever used a bar graph to show a correlation. Another thing, correlation does not imply causation. Say it with me. Correlation does not imply causation.
I am Not Funny Nadia on all social media, on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat.
Yeah, I heard the 90s were coming back, and I wanted to jump on the bandwagon. I decided to have my midlife crisis, but I didn't have the money for our Ferrari, but I had money to buy rollerblades on Amazon Prime Day. So yeah, there's no brother in prison that I'm waiting for, or I don't have a boyfriend. Ooh, that got dark really quickly.
Hi, my name is Judy Vincent. I'm a comedian, actually excited to get back up on stage after a really long time, born and raised in New York. Really psyched to be on Minority Report tonight.
My mom is Nepali, my dad is Bengali, we're Roman Catholic, and my grandmother was a white woman who adopted my father. So what does that make me? An NRI, a non-recognizable Indian. And, my childhood was like the Desi version of Different Strokes, and my grandmother was Mr. Drummond. And our theme song was Now the World Don't Move to the Beat of Just One Dhol.
And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Monsoon Puma.
Yes, I'm from South Africa, guys. I'm not all the way Indian. I'm Indian, Scottish, and Zulu. Yeah. I'm like all third world struggle with a touch of white privilege. It's great. I love it. It's amazing. Because people always look at me and they're like, oh, she's definitely packing bags at JFK. You know what I mean?
Hi, my name is Carmen Naidu. I'm all the way from South Africa, performing here at Minority Report, so come and hear my story.
I moved here, Trump, like I said, just was elected president, and like a whole lot of like Caucasian, white people were like marching for Trump. Remember that time? I think they still do it, right? But they came up to me and they were like, oh my God, are you here to march for Trump? I don't know why, I feel like all Americans sound like the Kardashians, just forgive me. They're like, oh my God, did you come here for the Trump march? And I was like, no, we don't come here to help you. We want you to come and help us in Africa, you know what I mean? Like, we want to take that $1 a day to save a hungry African kid. Here I am. And she was like, oh my God, so what did you come to America for? And I was like, I just came here for the 4G LTE networks and flushing toilets.
Talk about my life from South Africa, talking about my parents, talking about my granny, talking about living here in America as an immigrant. So it's some exciting stuff.
And that is all for tonight's show. Remember to send us your suggestions to get your voices and organizations on our show. Email us on events@itvgold.com or follow us on Facebook at itvgold. Remember, you can also now subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch many of our popular shows for free. Thank you for joining us tonight. This is Vision of Asia, and I am Aditi Lamba. Take care and be well.